I'm excited. I'm so excited! Because I finally get to talk about Kong vs. Godzilla. Because this movie has been I've been excited to talk about this movie ever since that moment in what was it? Kong Skull Island. Well, that's great. Maybe that's what it was. Yeah. So let's get started. So the film was directed by Adam Wingard. He also did You're Next. He also did the Death Note movie, I think. The film was produced by Thomas Tull, John Johnson, Brian Rogers, Mary Parent, Alex Garcia, Eric McCullough. The story was by Terry Rossio, Michael Daugherty, and Zach Shields. The film stars Alexander Skarsgård as Dr. Nathan Lind, Millie Bobby Brown as Madison Russell, Rebecca Hall as Dr. Ilian Andrews, Brian Tyree Henrys as Bernie Hayes, Son Agaru as Rin Sarasawa, Eos Gonzalez as Maya Simmons, Julian Dennison as Josh Valentine, Lance Hendricks as Galmoran. Wait, Lance Hendrickson? Oh, wow. And Kyle Chandler as Dr. Mark Russells. And Damon Bolster as Walter Simmons, the CEO of, what was it, Apex Cybernetics, sorry. Yeah. But let's get talking about it. So the film is a combination of the monsterverse that has led from Godzilla 2014 to now, and also Kong Skull Island and Godzilla King of the Monsters to now Godzilla vs. Kong. And if you don't want me to spoil anything, I'm going to give a quick rundown of my thoughts. I thought the film was fun. I liked the cinematography. I'm glad that they finally decided to say, you know, let's have fun. Let's show the monsters off. Let's just go to balls to the wall, have fun with this. Let's just go nuts. I mean, yeah, like the last movie was just like global warming. We need to have the monsters because if we don't have the monsters, the world should end. Yeah, that's what it felt like. You know, we gotta take this stuff super freaking serious. In this movie, it's a giant a giant ape, and a giant lizard fighting. What could you not like about this? So I mean, yeah. So that's my quick rundown. So I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. I thought it was pretty cool. The cinematography was good. The lighting is much better. Overall, I think it's a pretty fun movie. If you haven't seen it, check it out. But let's get into actual spoiler territory because I am not going to, because I want to talk about this. So basically the plot of the film was Kong clash with Godzilla, as the humans are trying to find a power source to stop Godzilla in his rampage. I gotta say the most of the humor from this film came from Brian Tyree Henrys as Bernie. This guy was having fun with this film. Like whenever he's just sneaking to places, he just like say, "Oh, gosh darn it, someone caught me again." There's actually a moment in the movie where he's at the Apex Cybernetics, and like he's pretending he is just a janitor or something like that, I guess. Or yeah. and then he just goes through and just like says like, "Nah, man, it's cool, it's okay, it's all cool." And then suddenly Godzilla attacks. It's like, "I'm gonna head out here," and he's and then he's like he has a his own what is it? Basically a podcast that is sort of like basically he's trying to say, these are my theories, guys. This is what the government's doing. We need to be prepared in case Godzilla attacks us again. I mean, for those of you who didn't watch the trailer, yeah, it's obvious Mecha Godzilla was in this movie. But yeah, I mean, overall, this film is fun as can be. I mean, it's the most fun MonsterVerse film since Kong Skull Island. Well, I mean, King of the Monsters was pretty fun, but this one is just like, let's not take it seriously. Let's just have fun with it. And I will agree that although the writing for the human characters was not as good, but at least the one good thing about it is though, the film is not solely based around the humans. There are human stories, but it's not like say in King of the Monsters where we spend I'm getting in basically just say we need to go. Madison needs to go here. We need to find her dad because her dad was a human. Basically, he did behavior of animals and all that stuff. So yeah, we just basically her dad's introduced and then he's just say, okay, so Madison, don't do anything stupid. I'm gonna make sure Godzilla. We gotta figure out what's wrong with Godzilla. So yeah, and so I don't know, overall, most of the film is a monster action, which is good. I mean, we get some of that. The fact that the first monster fight is in the daytime, which is they probably saw the criticisms of the original King Kong 2014. I mean, not Godzilla 2014, and then King of the Monsters, and then everyone just saw like, can we please have a fight in the daytime with actual lighting to see the monsters and all that? Because they probably just you did it with Kong. There was lots of moments where you could see him fully. Can't you do the same with Godzilla? And they seem to do that. They thought yeah, it's a no-brainer, bro. Adam Wingard just felt he probably looked at the comments from those two movies and thought what can I do so I don't do what the previous guys did? Have fun, just be colorful, and that also try to do a kaiju movie, and yeah. So I mean, overall, the film is fun as can be. I did think that the having the film called Godzilla vs. Kong is misleading, in the fact it just feels more like a Kong movie because, well, the film is more centered around Kong, and I don't have a problem with that because this Kong in this film is he seems more human in this film, but he is doing sign with a human child named Gia. Yeah, Gia, I believe. Yeah. So that's a pretty cool bit, and so he basically he is held hostage by, not really by, what was it? Basically the company shoot, I'm sorry. What was it? It was the Monarch. I'm sorry. I kind of had a sudden pop in my head for a second like that. But yeah, Monarch has been keeping tabs on Kong, and yeah, Kong just wants to go to home, and well, you don't really see much of a like they can sometimes in like the trailers they would say there's this huge battle that was between Kong versus Godzilla and his species. I'm sure that's very evident in the comics. However, in the film, it's not really there, which, you know, but at the same time, it like, it doesn't make sense. It's just it's accepting. The one thing they just basically say, okay, how does that work? Because there's a moment where Godzilla's just like, dump, 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 and he's going through, I think it was Tokyo. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna be honest, like, yeah, I just had fun with it. Yeah, he's going through, actually, it's Hong Kong, I'm sorry. Like, yeah, he goes through Hong Kong. Yeah, he goes through Hong Kong, and then he is going to fight, like, boom, 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 and he just, like, spits his atomic breath into the ground, and then makes a hole in the ground, and then through that hole in the ground, we see Godzilla in the Hollow Earth. And then Godzilla goes like, Argh! And then basically they just start yelling at each other. And yeah, then another fight ensues. And I gotta say, the fights in Hong Kong are so, it's just, you could, well, you can tell probably, like, say, a Godzilla fan who probably really enjoyed some, like, say, Final Wars. I like Godzilla. Although in this film he's not as present and he goes back to being sort of a villain kind of role. Mostly just because he is attacking. But then again, he has a reason to, which is because this Apex or whatever, this company is trying to build a new monster to fight other monsters, which is they make their own Mechagodzilla. And the design for this Mechagodzilla is kind of cool. I'll still prefer the classic Mechagodzilla looks. But I feel like if you're having to modernize Mechagodzilla, it works. So it looks cool. And overall, yeah. But it was kind of pretty awesome seeing Kong get the killing blow on Mechagodzilla. Like he just like holds his Mechagodzilla's head up like a fatality in Mortal Kombat. So yeah, he does that. And like in the trailers, yes, Godzilla does use his battle axe, which is powered by it is powered by Godzilla's atomic breath. Basically, it's sort of like Godzilla's. Kong's battle axe is sort of like say Captain America's shield, like the sequence in the first Avengers, like say when Godzilla is using his atomic breath and Kong is about to hit Godzilla in the head. Yeah, it's sort of what it is, but it's pretty cool. And this makes me really excited that Adam Wingard is going to be doing a animated version of the Thundercats. And my only thoughts on that film, is hopefully they do it in the way, like the animation in the style of the most recent Lupin movie. Because if they could do it in that sort of style, which is, if it's like a CGI version of that, that style of animation, then that would be pretty cool. But overall, I had fun with this movie. I think it's pretty cool. Let me think. Is there any other issues I had with this film? I feel like the title should have been Kong versus Godzilla instead of Godzilla versus Kong, because Godzilla is, Kong is in it more than Godzilla. but at the same time, I guess you have to establish who is the antagonistic monster in the film. So yeah, and yeah, I mean, I like the fact that the fight sequences are in the daytime. The fact that we finally there is actually a moment that is a reference to the original Godzilla versus King Kong. I mean, Godzilla versus King Kong, where he shoves, where Kong shoves Godzilla's. Wait, no. Basically, Kong shoves his battle axe through Godzilla's mouth. Like before he is trying to atomic breath him, he just shoves it in his mouth, and it is a great reference to that, and it is also kind of hilarious. And yeah, I mean overall, I mean as a fan, I can't. I would love to see what they would like to do next, if they get to keep doing it, because the film's got to do well, and supposedly it is. So I would like to see what they would do next. Pretty cool. So overall, yeah, I thought this movie is fun as can be. The only character I thought was kind of just not very well written was Josh Avount. I think his name is Josh, who is friend of Madison. Who says like we gotta try to find this other guy to figure out like say why Godzilla is doing all these things. And so it's kind of basically he is sort of this like say quirky nerd who is just like said, I don't know if they'll this I don't know. So I mean yeah I mean. And I kind of like I kind of thought the actors all did a pretty good job with what they were doing. Thought they were all did a pretty good job. I didn't really see like any flaws. I mean, extreme flaws. Like say, gosh, this movie made me mad. Like nothing like that. And I mean, if I would have been, I felt like if the film had been a bit longer, I would have been happy. And yeah, I mean, I thought the film was good. I enjoyed it. I mean, I can't really see any issues with it. Yeah, I mean, I thought it was fun. I mean, sometimes some things can be predictable, like say, like say Mechagodzilla going rogue, and then just trying to attack everything. That's kind of predictable. Yeah, because Mechagodzilla always sometimes will go rogue. Sometimes he will get a spirit of the original Godzilla in him, and they'll just go like stomping through Hong Kong, Tokyo, anywhere, and just does whatever he wants to do. But I mean, overall, it's it all depends on which version of Mechagodzilla we're talking about. Yeah, I mean, overall, I thought this movie was pretty fun. But what do you guys think? Did you like it? Did you like it? Have you seen it on HBO Max? Or have you seen it in theaters? Put your thoughts in the comments down below. Let me know. And as always, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.